Hey everyone, welcome back. The style of today's piece is not a quick sketch. It took a little over 2 hours to complete. The method used was to first lay down the colors, then outline the contours, and finally continue with more coloring. The entire process of beginning to lay down the colors is somewhat akin to drawing a pencil sketch, progressively deepening the shades while ensuring that the paper remains in a moist state throughout this phase. Using the size 2 brush in hand to paint the tree branches. The color will be very light once it dries, so you don't have to worry about painting inaccurately or making mistakes. Use the basic colors to outline the basic shapes and contours of the objects you want to paint, such as the gray roof and windows, the green grass, and the ochre color soil. For the parts in the reference picture that you don't like, you can make them a bit blurry. This can be achieved with less effort and fewer brush strokes. Use 3 to 4 colors for the background forest to create a sense of depth. At this stage, it becomes quite easy because the basic shapes have already been established. All that's left is to outline the contours. You can add some appropriate details since it's not a quick sketch. If you are worried about whether you have added too many details or whether you can paint these details well, there is another way to help you. Adjust them at the end of the painting. There are 2 possible outcomes. One is that the details turn out to be amazing, and the other is that the details mess up the entire painting. You might say, I don't want to mess up my painting, but I already have. What should I do? Ruining a painting can actually be a great experience. Alternatively, you can always start over and paint another one. When outlining the lines of these tree branches, you can avoid making the lines too straight. Instead, you can make them a bit curved or add some small wavy lines. When drawing grass, you might feel overwhelmed by all the tiny blades. But here's a tip, just focus on the overall shape. You can use wavy lines to represent the grass. These waves can be sharp or smooth, and they should be varied to make your drawing more interesting. If the paper has already dried, spray a little more water to avoid hard edges. Just dot the colors on like this. Because of the moisture on the surface, the colors will softly spread out and look really nice. It's really fun to tap a paint-laden brush against another brush to create color dots. The effect is surprisingly beautiful and has a very relaxing feel to it. I believe you in front of the screen will definitely like this technique. If you see any dots that you don't like, you can use a clean brush to leave them away. If you want to leave the color more thoroughly, you can use a paper towel. These dots of varying shades will create a very atmospheric sense of depth. If these little dots make you feel uncomfortable because they're too dense, you can spray some water to let them blend together. Actually, you're just playing with the paint. The strongest contrasting colors in the entire painting are the orange of the door panels and the blue of the windows. Because they occupy a very small proportion of the painting, the visual impact isn't very strong. I don't know if my work should be called illustrations or something else. I just paint for fun according to my own preferences, and I paint however I think looks good. If you don't mind, you can also leave a comment to tell me your thoughts.